Why you can't find an Amazon FBA product? Sometimes the products you are looking for don't exist and most product markets are oversaturated. But if you don't understand this concept, then the competition doesn't even matter. Let me explain this. But if you are new here, then do subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you will get notified every time I upload a new value loaded video. What's up my YouTube family, my name is Sania and I started an Amazon FBA just around 4 to 5 years ago and totally I'm a 7-figure seller online. John messaged me on Facebook. He messaged, "Hey Sania, I watch a lot of your videos and I really like you to check out my product and I just launched a few weeks ago. The launch was great, but now it is not getting organic sales that I hope and I expected to do. Please check it out and let me know if maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I didn't do my pictures or sales copy." So he sent the link to his listing and I clicked on the listing. And the very second I saw and I knew there was a problem. And all of the second I saw the market, I saw there was a problem in this thing. I knew it was something that is like easy to fix now. But at this point, I thought really bad about that guy. He did not take any shortcut. He bought a course, found his product, he found within like 2 weeks of buying his course, and he found his hot product. He invested $5,000 US and got professional pictures. He got professional box design. In short, he did not use any shortcuts. He did it to the best of his knowledge, and he was feeling so upset and did not want to tell him that it will not get better. The reason he failed was because he copied and did not do anything different on his listing that will set him apart from everyone else. He did not differentiate, he was not unique, and when he launched his product, he got to the first page with launching tools, and then within a few days he fell off and he could not get there. That is such a common mistake. They go into the market and find a hot product, but they just copy and do not make a difference and they do not set themselves apart. So how you can succeed in Amazon FBA in 2020? The way to succeed is to not to look for common products. You may find like good or competitive offers. It's not about a singular product anymore. It's about providing an offer that represents a customer that is clearly better than everyone else. And you are making new markets, are not joining a market, putting your logo on it and changing the look and then trying to do what like have a lower price, because that will kill your product. Let's look at GarlicPress. When it first launched, so many sellers that are gone, like on that people made a bunch of money like 50,000 or 100,000, but now they are at zero because it's gone. People who had different variations there, they are still selling, but it's not something that can be built an Amazon business on. It's not the product. But the point is, how do you have an amazing great product with grand offers? First thing is that you have to fill the fun up, and this is a mistake that a lot of new sellers make. They will go in and they find a hot product or they find a potential product and they analyze it for 2 weeks, and that's their whole like every day of next 2 weeks of this product. They're doing like 99 tracking, Google Trends and Keeper Trends and Camel, also looking to different competitors out there, talking to suppliers. But the thing a lot of sellers, like a lot of people do, their Amazon business, they find a big fish product and then within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, maybe it's a month of their verification process, they finally started to see other things. Maybe it's like too expensive to ship, that's like profit margin low, or maybe it's restricted, it's gated, it's paid, and something like that, and then they just drop it and then they are done. They research it a day, another night, and now they are demotivated. But that is not how it is. Business is a number of games, and Amazon FBA is a number game. If you look at enough products, you will find a good one and you will find a good market. You will find a gap and you will get to that. But it's all about feeling your prospect. A lot of sellers caught up on looking and looking and looking. And then if you find that product, they just say, "Oh, that is a perfect one. Let's do this." You take one day to find the product and then send someone to Facebook group and what you think about it, the product, and then they got stuck. An Amazon FBA seller knows that they need to be looking for inbound products and adding to a list. So you find a product that looks pretty good and add to the Excel sheet and keep on looking. Every single day you need to add to your list, right? And you must be thinking why every day, because if you guys trying to build and take like FBA seriously and you try to make it a business, then you need to master it. The really key to mastery is repetition. So doing it every single day, even if you only have a product of like you still be looking at the products every day. I am going to this process over and over again, and repetition is what makes me a master of my level. Do not just look for home runs and ignore the rest things, but look at the things that fit within 7 to 80% of your criteria. You should add them to an Excel sheet and add them to your prospective pool, right? Because at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. When you gather 100 prospect products, you go into the verify process. You might find 5 or 10 that are good making out, and you can actually go ahead and launch them. And then from there, it's a preference. So always be adding and always be doing your product research every day. If you are trying to be a master, you try to look your Amazon FBA to the next level, then this is the process that I highly recommend. When you have your list, now you gotta find the gap in the market. You fill the hole in the market right now. What do I mean by filling the gap is that looking for how you can differentiate a key to bundling. And this is the key, right? If you go to market and there is an opportunity, then there is no one like taking or someone did not do it properly, but you can go in there and fill in that properly. Imagine you're selling like cake stand and someone has a bundle and a great bundle and they are like bundling cake stand with stencils, but they are not bundling with cookie cutters. Then you can go in there and bundle it cake shape cutters or something like that which is related, but you know what I mean, right? So fill that gap, and how you find out to fill out that gap comes out of the pain points. So how you know the gap in the market is to look at the reviews on every similar product. See what's the negative reviews, or if there are any consistent or in the common pain point that no one else is solving, then you can come in and add a complementary product that solves that. You can also look at the frequently bought together, and if no one else is doing that, bundle that up. That also a pain point, and it's also got your product right. So if you found a good product and you add up in that and make something new, and now you're selling in a completely new market. For example, if someone is selling kinetic clay and everyone in the kinetic clay market saying, I don't like it, on like it's too messy, it's felt everywhere and it's horrible to clean up. So if you can go in there and say our kinetic clay has no mess and does not fall here and there, so it won't even matter if your kinetic clay has the bestseller rank or if your kinetic clay has the most colors or any of this mess. You say our kinetic clay is mess free. You knock down that big domino piece and all the other objectives becomes irrelevant. And that is finding a gap and filling it. The next thing I want to mention is your criteria. I think a lot of people are doing this backwards. You need to know what your goals are. Most of the people come up with some of the money that they think they can go afford, or they can already have like 5 grand right now, and like what kind of product I need to do. I need to find what I can launch within like 5 grand. Not good. When I started, I knew exactly my numbers. I found the product first and then ask, okay, I want this much revenue, I mean this much return on this investment, like ROI in this length of time, and also calculate all my profit margins and how much money do I need. Now to launch that and make that goal work, I think I should like find the product first and then find the money to make that part of the work. So find the product first and then save up the money to make that part work. The product is the main important part, because if a product is great, you don't have the right budget and then you have to shortcut it and like you have to try it all the product things and all try to fit in. So you need to find the product first, like you need to understand the product and then you have to see like what is going on. Because if you have a tight budget, you will say, okay, now I can just cut off the PPC, I can shortcut my launch, I can just do my own images, I can just order a smaller inventory, I don't need to do the bundle, I will do it later. This will not makes any sense for you. You should know your goals and then find the product and then see your how much money you need, and you're finding multiple products, so get a list of 5 and see how much money you need to specifically hit that goal for each product, and then from that you can decide on. I think that's honestly the best way to go up on its selection. And finally, don't use the shortcuts, because even if you have a great bundle, you will fill up the gap, you narrow down, you have the right budget for the launch. If you shortcut, you will still be hurt. Now the good news is that if you are in a situation, you can people do crazy things on the they won't spend on images and all this stuff, huge part, because images sell your listing even without sales copy, or even if you do description and only do bullet points, or they don't PPC. But if you have good images, definitely your product's gonna sell. Follow the process, the course, the mentor, or whatever you are doing. Don't skip any step and trust the process. You are building a business and you should always do the best way. But that's just the way I see it. So in summary, do not look for a home run or products. Instead, create competitive offers. That is the only way to succeed in Amazon FBA in 2020. You should bundle your product if you really want to succeed. When you're bundling, you want to increase the quality, just still, because you are bundling doesn't mean you can still increase each individual item's quality. You need to increase the quality of individual item. Let me hear your opinions in the comments. If you are on board on this, let me know. If you are not, so let me know. Again, there are a lot of people that have a home run products and they are doing crazy, but that is typically not sustainable. And if it is, then they are the goddamn liars. So I hope you do. Leave me a comment, subscribe, and join the list of strongest empire builders who are grinding and hustling every single day to build their empire. And never give up, because you know that your empire awaits. I am Sania here, and I will see you in my next video here.